Golf Radio.
This is the evolution of golf, a journey where every swing tells a story and every putt holds the promise of triumph. As the sun sets on one round, the dawn of the next chapter awaits. Golf, a game that has evolved through time, yet its spirit remains eternally bound to the pursuit of greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the Magician. Welcome to Golf Radio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hottest golf radio show there is in the whole of South Africa. It's the one and only Magician, the man with a vision, a classic man. I am Tony Tone. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start off by just saying greetings for the season. It's 2024. I hope you had a beautiful festive season with friends and family. And for my golf lovers, I believe that you had a good couple of rounds of golf in all the different golf courses that you could imagine. So today, and actually this year, we're going to start off by laying the foundation of what golf is all about. Let's start off by understanding where it all started and when it all started and how it all started. I'm sure everyone out there is beginning to understand exactly why golf started. I'm sure everybody out there is burning to understand what happened. How did it become so big? So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, as usual, I need you to relax. Stay calm. Get yourself a glass of cold water. It's very hot outside. It's unlike it was raining the whole of last week. So, we're back here, and I just want to tell you that the weekend has officially started because I have started talking. The show has started. So, get yourself a glass of water, relax. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back, and I will be discussing what golf is, how golf started, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So, just tune in, and then I will be back.
This is the evolution of golf, a journey where every swing tells a story and every putt holds the promise of triumph. As the sun sets on one round, the dawn of the next chapter awaits. Golf, a game that has evolved through time, yet its spirit remains eternally bound to the pursuit of greatness.
The Magician. In the vast tapestry of time, where precision intertwines with passion, let's take a journey through the captivating evolution of golf. From its modest origins on the windswept Scottish links in the 15th century to the meticulously manicured courses of the 21st century, golf has woven itself into the fabric of history, adapting and innovating with each passing era. Picture a time when wooden clubs and feathery balls echoed across the early landscapes of golf, a leisurely pursuit enjoyed by the elite. But as the 19th century dawned, enter the Gouda, percha ball and hickory shafts, transforming the game into a more accessible pursuit for enthusiasts worldwide. Fast forward to the 20th century, where technological marvels like steel shafts and aerodynamically designed dimple patterns ushered in a new era. Golfers transitioned from leisurely players to true athletes, propelling the sport's popularity to new heights. Icons like Bobby Jones and Arnold Palmer left an indelible mark, shaping the narrative of the game. Today, armed with cutting-edge clubs, high-tech golf balls, and a stage set by global competitions like the Masters and the Open Championship, golf continues to enthrall players and fans alike. It's a harmonious blend of tradition and innovation, a timeless evolution that celebrates the artistry of skill, the brilliance of strategy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. It's
The Magician. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live, and as I said, I am your host, the one and only Magician, Tony Tone. For those who've joined for the very first time today, I just want to say welcome and thank you so much for tuning in. And to our regulars, I just want to say Amandala. As always, it's good to be back on air, and it's good to have you listening to me. I look forward to all the comments, and obviously, I'm looking forward to the calls. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, I just want to say something. I mean, the word evolution for me is a very powerful word. I think it gives you background of where things started and where things are heading. That's my 2 cents definition of what the word evolution means to me. So, I mean, if you're talking about the evolution of golf, I just want to say, for me, it's about understanding how golf came about, who came up with the idea, and where does it actually originate. So, from the little research that I've done, I've discovered that the sport itself was discovered in the 15th century, and this was in Scotland. The funny thing is that the golf balls that we see today, the technology to actually create them wasn't there. So they were playing with balls made of feathers, feathery balls. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined next to me by my fellow colleague, a friend, a golf enthusiast, and I just want to have a little chat with him to find out what his understanding about golf is, and then what actually fascinates him about golf. So please help me welcome the one and only Artie Capture, Mark. Mark, welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening?
How you doing?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
All good. Listen, Mark, I just want to say compliments of the new year. I hope you had a good rest over the festive season. And then secondly, I hope friends and family are well. You had a lot of fun. So we are here today, the first show, and you are actually the first guest of the year. How does that feel?
I feel honored, and yes, it has been a wonderful festive season. And to start off the year like this, start off the show with the evolution of golf, how golf came about, is really an intriguing topic really to look at, and how they started with feathery balls. I don't know how that thing swept the air, but feather.
Yeah, quite light.
So these people were aiming for birdies.
Yeah, I guess so, Mark. And I mean, if you think about it, a feather in actual sense doesn't really have a lot of weight. So currently, the current golf balls that we play with is compacted rubber, and then it has a hard shell. So I'm just trying to figure out how did they actually cover the feather, or with what did they cover the feather so that it gives it a bit of weight, as well as the bounce that's required, or the bounce that we're seeing and experiencing today when it comes to golf balls. What's your thoughts around it?
At my age, I haven't even Googled what a feathery ball looks like. If only I had Googled and actually had an idea how it gets off the bank. Because if it's feathers, it will carry that sand with
100%.
Become more heavy.
No, that's true. I mean, thinking about it, I mean, if it's a pile of feathers combined and you heat it into sand, obviously when it starts rolling in there, it becomes heavier, and then it picks up all the sand. And what's more interesting is that when you're talking about golf clubs, you know, when I read about this, obviously they use curve sticks, and the first thing that I thought of was the one and only Leon Schuster's movie, Mr. Bones, Guara Guara. Yeah, that's the first picture that came to mind to say, okay, so what about the swing? Was it just a twist of your wrist, or was the actual swing always there?
Funny enough, it's just that I don't remember the gentleman's name. Okay, I've seen two golfers tee off like that.
Is it?
Yeah, with one hand, like
professional golfers.
No, yes, one was professional, but he was playing on a social tip, you know, with social golfers. I don't know if he does that on the field.
No. We'll check that out. But tell me, Mark, I mean, obviously, with golf having started or having been founded in the 15th century in Scotland, particularly around St. Andrews region, right? And then when you look at it today, where it is, and the professional players who are actually featuring in most of the major tournaments, it's quite it's quite strange how the dynamics are, because highly unlikely that you'd find Scottish players in the top 10 as the so-called founders or the ones that discovered golf. You'd find Americans, you'd find the English in the top 10.
Tiger Woods,
I mean,
American. I was actually shocked. I wasn't expecting it to be from Scotland like that. You know, it was. It was a revelation.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
the same shock that you have is what I have, because Scottish people are portrayed as impatient and very aggressive, and this sport will basically humble you as an individual. It requires a lot of patience in order for you to get it right. And when I read up, I discovered that the ball wasn't actually aimed into a hole. They just drew a particular point on the ground, and the ball just had to go there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
till a point where one of the kings actually banned golf, or one of the dictators. I don't want to say dictators, but one of the leadership in the country banned golf because individuals were supposed to be training, doing archery, but they started taking time to play golf. So for me, I believe there should always be an element of fun instead of just being serious all the time, because he was like, no, you guys are wasting time. You should be preparing for war.
but here you are.
Here you are playing your guara guara.
You know, but that's golf. But all in all, you know, golf is a chilled sport. You know, very emotional and personal.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's okay if I can say life changing. In all aspects, really, because you get to better yourself. Honesty, you know, dishonesty doesn't go in line with the game.
With the game itself. And
Such a profound.
I will concur with you there. I mean, I played over the weekend, and I found myself in deep waters, man. I was playing with a senior individual who's got a lot of experience in the sport, almost 50 years under his belt, and I was playing with someone who's my peer, and it was a tough day. I don't want to lie, it was a tough day. I mean, experience is irreplaceable if we talk about the sport itself. This senior player taught me, or he showed me that experience is key, and how he was playing was so beautiful, man. You know, we youngsters usually use a lot of power when it comes to the sport. We want to smash the ball, and he was just there relaxing. His shots were so clean and precise, straight to the target, and the distance itself, without even swinging hard, it was just about the transfer of body mass. And I was only outdriving him with about 50 meters. I'm talking about someone who's 70 years. So it was quite a revelation for myself to say, okay, maybe it's about time I take things slow. Maybe it's about time I pause and slow down. And like you said, honesty, you'd find I found myself in compromising positions where I was in the rough or behind the tree, and I said to myself, man, you know what? Regardless of how I play, let me just be honest, firstly to myself, because this will affect me in the long run. It doesn't help dropping a handicap and then I can't even play the way I'm supposed to play. So, yeah, it's a very humbling sport.
Yeah, you had a fun way of self-introspection.
100%, Mark. And back to the evolution of this beautiful sport. I mean, currently there's a couple of major tournaments that people are basically asking themselves questions about. Okay, when did this start, right? So we've got the PGA Championship, we've got the US Open, we've got the Masters Tournament. And funny enough, as much as golf started, well, it was discovered in Scotland. The PGA Championship, right, started in around the 1916 in America, right? And then the Masters started around 1934, right? So, I mean, from, let's say, 1457, that's around the 15th century when this whole started. But one of the major tournaments being the PGA Championship discovered in 1916, and this was in America. And I think that opened the floodgates to get all the Americans into the sport. The people that we see nowadays who are, I'd say, very, very successful. Very successful. Your Jack Nicklaus, I mean, he made a name for himself. Your John Daly, and obviously the one and only that we can't forget, but he still has to beat Jack Nicklaus's record, Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He's back with a bang, and it's interesting to see him play with his son.
He's back on it.
Yeah, the other day he was playing with his son, and he said
He's
for the very first time, Charlie outdrove him. He was shocked. So he is creating a monster in Charlie, but a good monster because he's focused.
He's carrying on the legacy.
Yeah, the legacy must continue. Yeah. And obviously, after the U.S. Open, the Masters, the PGA Championship, we talk about how golf was then globalized. I mean, if you look at the evolution of mankind as a whole, right? There's been civil wars, there's been slavery, there's been bartering, all those type of things. And with exposure to international cultures, international dynamics, that's how golf was actually globalized, where you'd find an individual coming all the way from Scotland, and then, I mean, they used to travel with a ship, and when they get to the next part of the land, they would just, for entertainment's sakes, they would start playing that sport, and people started getting intrigued to say, okay, what are you doing? No, we're having fun. What do you call this? Well, igalufu.
I guess that's where how we socialize as golfers started.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, obviously, it didn't just start off perfect, and particularly with the swing, because if you look at a golfer's swing or the posture itself, it's a very complex swing because everything requires timing, it requires precision, and it requires a level of discipline to say, okay, if I'm doing my backswing, where must I tilt my wrist? How much must I turn? I mean, nowadays it's very technical. You hear coaches telling you, no, there needs to be a 60 degree here, a 30 degree here, 45 degrees, and your club must go 90 degrees. It must face where you're heading before you even hit the ball. That's confusing.
And you have people that got 5 coaches. 5.
Does it make sense?
Like, what's happening? Messi, everyone.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's good to have professional assistance and professional input when it comes to the sport itself. But I always say too many hands in a pot will spoil the cook. So 5 coaches, I'm against it. At once, I'm against it. So one at a time, and let's rectify instead of trying to compete and say, no, my swing or the way that I coach is better than the next person. I think everyone's goal when it comes to the sport is to improve, to get better, and obviously to beat themselves. To say, yesterday I played this way, next week I'm going to play this way. So let's not compete as professional golfers. Let's not compete as coaches. Let's do what's right for our clients and our fellow players. And Mark, I've got someone special that I've invited today to the show. I just want to have a good conversation with this gentleman because he's going to outline or highlight for us how he started golf in South Africa back in the 1960s actually.
60s?
Yeah, 1960s. So it's a very intriguing conversation to understand the dynamics of where we come from in terms of golf as a nation and how he's found the changes to be. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I would just like to take another minute or two of your time, take a break, freshen up, sit down, relax. I'm going to come back, and then I'm bringing in my special guest, Mr. Kenneth Patson, the one and only Kenneth Patson, who has been exposed to the sport for quite some time. And I'm going to have a chat with him because he knows quite a lot about the evolution of golf in South Africa. So sit back, relax, and then just give us a jiffy. I'll be back.
Welcome to Golf Radio.
In the misty morning on Scottish shores, where salty breezes whispered ancient lore, a game took root on the rolling greens, a dance of skill where history convenes. Wooden clubs, a humble start. It was the 15th century, game's soft heart. Feathery balls, their flight so slow, on windswept links where legends grow. Through centuries, a tale unfolds of gutta, percha, and tales retold. Hickory shafts and a golfer's dream. The sport evolving, a timeless scheme. Steel's embrace in the 20th age, a revolution on every fairway stage. Aerodynamic whispers, dimples dance. Golf transcends, a global romance. Bobby's grace and Arnold's swing. Legends rise, their echoes ring. Athletes emerge on manicured lawns. Golf's evolution, a symphony spawns. Clubs of carbon, balls that soar, the game advances, opens new doors, masters and opens, global embrace, a journey of skill, a challenging chase, from ancient whispers to modern roars, golf evolves on hallowed shores. A timeless dance through history spun, where every swing seeks the elusive sun. In fairway's grace, a story's told of golf's evolution, both young and old. From Scottish links to the global stage, a poem woven through time's own page.
Welcome to Golf Radio.
The Magician.
This is the evolution of golf, a journey where every swing tells a story and every putt holds the promise of triumph. As the sun sets on one round, the dawn of the next chapter awaits. Golf, a game that has evolved through time, yet its spirit remains eternally bound to the pursuit of greatness.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hottest golf show there is in the country. It's the one and only Magician, Tony Tone by the name. And I just have to say, ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to be back on air. It's a brand new year, and I believe that we've got brand new followers. And for those who have been tuning in, I just want to say thank you for your support. You have been great, and it has been a great journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, I promised you that I've got a very special guest, Mr. Kenneth Patson, and he'll be joining me in a minute or two to tell us exactly what his experience has been with golf in South Africa and where the sport actually comes from in this country. So, please brace yourself. I hope you've got a glass of water. I hope you are all ready to have a chat with, to listen to what Mr. Patson has to give us. And you will enjoy it. I, for one, will enjoy it. And it's going to be a great session. So I'm just waiting for the audience to actually comment or to call in and tell me how their experience has been or what their understanding of Golf Revolution is. So if you don't mind, man, I'm waiting for you. I think we all have different experiences when it comes to the sport, and we all have different understandings. And for me, as I said, I went back and checked, and then Scotland was found to be the father of golf, most particularly St. Andrews. So I believe there's individuals who would say golf comes from Africa. Yeah, some individuals would argue and say, no. America is the country where golf was founded. But now I'm dealing with facts. I just want to deal with facts, and Brakeni will be giving us facts about South African golf. I mean, he's been playing since the 1960s, as I alluded. He's got 49 years experience in the sport. One thing I know is that both his sons and daughters have been playing the sport as well. And yeah, so let's give it a go and chat to Mr. Patson. All right. But before I even get to Mr. Patson, I'm not sure that you guys are prepared enough and you've refilled those glasses of water, because the break went so fast. Now give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds, counting from now, and then I'm back.
In the vast tapestry of time, where precision intertwines with passion, let's take a journey through the captivating evolution of golf. From its modest origins on the windswept Scottish links in the 15th century to the meticulously manicured courses of the 21st century, golf has woven itself into the fabric of history, adapting and innovating with each passing era. Picture a time when wooden clubs and feathery balls echoed across the early landscapes of golf, a leisurely pursuit enjoyed by the elite. But as the 19th century dawned, enter the Gouda, percha ball and hickory shafts, transforming the game into a more accessible pursuit for enthusiasts worldwide. Fast forward to the 20th century, where technological marvels like steel shafts and aerodynamically designed dimple patterns ushered in a new era. Golfers transitioned from leisurely players to true athletes, propelling the sport's popularity to new heights. Icons like Bobby Jones and Arnold Palmer left an indelible mark, shaping the narrative of the game. Today, armed with cutting-edge clubs, high-tech golf balls, and a stage set by global competitions like the Masters and the Open Championship, golf continues to enthrall players and fans alike. It's a harmonious blend of tradition and innovation, a timeless evolution that celebrates the artistry of skill, the brilliance of strategy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence.
And as I said, I promised you that we've got a very special guest, someone who is well-versed and well-experienced in the sport itself. Without any further ado, please help me introduce Mr. Kenneth Patson. Brakeni.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. At my age, I'm thankful that I'm still around.
No. We are highly thankful, and we believe that we're highly favored to actually have you on the show today, because you bear so much knowledge and wisdom around the sport of golf. And apart from that, there's a lot of life learnings that I believe we will take from you as we engage today. So thank you once again for honoring us, Brakeni.
You're more than welcome, brother.
Yes. Brakeni, today's topic is about the evolution of golf, and I do understand that yourself have been exposed to the sport from a very early age, and yeah, you've got quite a couple of, well, not just a couple, a lot of years under your belt with regards to the sport. So if you can just share with us what you've seen over the years and how your experience has been, and how the evolution of golf in South Africa has been, the transition from the day that you started.
Well, Tony, it's a pity I don't have all of my peers around me, because if I had to talk to them and we combine our experiences, then I don't think it could be worse than what Papua experienced when he beat Gary Player and he had to accept his trophy in the rain outside. And the thing for me, when I started playing golf, as we know, this was always an elite sport for the privileged. And now we had to start, as caddies. That's how we taught ourselves the game. I have never been taught by a professional. I must admit, though, that, my father was the first so-called black bank manager. Yeah, That time it was Barclays, which meant I had to travel a lot. I've been to many schools and what.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when we got to around Joburg and so on, we learned as caddies, as I said to you.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at guys that made it on tour, Jacobo, Simon Masilo that caddied for Ernie Els and then kicked him, Zach Rasejo that started with Louis, they kicked them and so on. So we learned with those boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I still say I've never been taught golf by any professional because my belief is they only teach you their bad habits, man. So for us, it's a case of understanding the game and correcting the game yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on the golf course and you play the game and you're not having a good game, the first 2-3 holes, you just stand back and you just look and say, wow, what am I doing? Because I understand the game. And yet, golf consists of basics. You know, people make this game to be so intricate. Yet, golf is simple if you understand the fundamentals and the basics of golf. There is no quick fix with golf. There are basic fundamental things that you must do and you play a good game of golf. But problem is, when we play on these golf courses, now that it's open all over, in our day we had limited golf courses. So, so there's big guys who had so much talent in our communities. But as you know, this game is as expensive and it's even become more expensive now over the years.
Yeah.
But in the day, to give you an example, when I started playing golf, I had one iron. It was a 3-iron. That iron was my sandwich. It was my everything. So there you had to apply logic. If that ball is too close to the lip of the bunker there, you have to play a shot that will get you out of there.
Yeah.
And then coming back now to the guys, the talent that we had. And you know what? I've had the privilege of traveling throughout this country at different golf courses, playing with different people. I'm reminded of one guy, he was from Orkney, Jimmy Kantring. I don't know how many people can remember him.
Yeah.
Such a talented golfer. I mean, the man, 1985 at Mowbray, Cape Town, in the Bells Cup. He leads the tournament Friday night.
Yeah.
Flopper Saturday. So, and this is the thing, man. You see, as they say, we learn by road. Whereas the elite were taught the basics of golf. They were taught when you arrive how do you behave when you start having money and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Our people never had that. So, we don't get sponsors because, as we know, sponsor is still, I don't care what they say in this country. I've seen it in the Sunshine Tour also.
Yeah.
Our black players, that man has a sponsor. There is so much pressure on that poor person that eventually he can't take it.
Yeah.
You know, if I think back, let me take you back to the 80s. There were guys that were sponsored by both Edgar, Foschini and those boys. I think of S.D. Rustov and those guys that, and I'm trying to think now what's his name, but his uncle was also a pro. Justin Hobday. Those boys were sponsored by these clothing places where we were the people that were buying from Edgar's car account and so on.
Yeah.
But we didn't get those sponsors, So, and even if you look at it today, who of the guys have had, I'm looking back now, in my day, boys that came up that showed great potential.
Yeah.
There was Kabang, right? There was Jimmy Kante. I'm trying to think now. All these guys. There was a guy, man, you know, he was from one of these small towns outside here. outside Bloemfontein. I know her.
Mm-hmm.
You know that guy's name Umar. Remember his name Omar? Ne?
Mm-hmm.
Such a good golfer.
Yeah.
No sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Waban.
Yeah.
And now you ask yourself, who sponsored them? Our little business people in our community that carried us. And that thing is still going on. Look at the academies. If I must tell you, there was a time when the PGA, because I was involved with the Sunshine Tour through the work that I was doing, that we were sponsors.
Okay.
They were sponsoring. You know what happened? Then they use that money, and on the golf tournament, then they just get like this in the street. Hey,
Yeah.
Give them T-shirts that they print, and they go stand and parade there.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, these children are being used, and that was my fight with these guys. Hence, I was not very popular among them.
Yeah.
But if you had to ask me about the evolution of golf today, for me, we've made no strides. Because if it was that they were serious about golf development, they will start at our schools.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
If you look at the ladies now, I'm talking about black community. Those children that are that's now making it. Look where they come from. But what is suburbs? Their fathers have got money.
Yeah.
I just the other day, Montong at Waterkloof, I was there watching a boy. His grandfather came from Cape Town. He's a big businessman. This lady is 15 years old.
Yeah.
But when I looked at his equipment, yes. Where have we? What has gone wrong for us?
Yeah.
What have we said? Yeah. That like his equipment, I will not be able to have in my lifetime.
Deep pockets.
Now, this is what we're talking about. If they start with development of golf for us and want even serious about getting us involved, they should start at grassroots, at our school. Then we will make progress.
Yeah, that's true.
Then we can also have, like Bo Rugby, Bo Mangman, we can also have these winter trials and what they have for rugby and for, there's no soccer, tennis.
Yeah.
But rugby, as we know, this done, what very Craven thing in winter, June holidays. Then we can have that too. And let me tell you something. We have natural talent, Pana.
Yeah.
Go to Soweto Country Club now and see those ladies that don't play on the golf course. Baba Dalan, just opposite there. One stick, and you look at his swing there. You know, often I say to the guys, I say, yeah, right, if only there was a school here that could have started some development.
Yeah.
Because the Sunshine Tour is supposed to be involved. But we don't see these things. We see children coming at tournaments only. But during the week, I don't see anybody coming out for practicing and coaching and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, how serious are they really about golf? We taught ourselves, right? And often, I think we outshine them.
Yeah.
And because we self-taught, we had no coaches in that. That's why if a man hits his ball in the bush, he's going to look for it. He's not going to play. That 3 minutes that they give us, he'll exceed that. Because that ball means a lot to him. It's too expensive to buy balls. You guys know how equipment is on golf and so on.
Yeah.
So, my honest opinion, if the powers that be, and even government also, if the Department of Arts and Culture or Minister of Sport and that, if you was really serious, then I would say grassroots. Start at the school.
At the schools, yeah.
Whereby, don't give the children those clubs. Keep it at school. Only practice time, then you use it. In fear of they will disappear, as always the case. They always put that book in our faces. Well, how long is those equipment going to last?
That's
Keep
true.
the equipment at school then. Let the ladies use it only while they are at school. And I'm telling you something. There are many Tiger Woods in all of our provinces, Pana.
Yeah.
I remember once playing there, Colin We played there. It was the old, It's Telcom, I can't remember anymore. one of those. And then I was invited by the police also in the nationals. They were playing there.
Yeah.
If I must tell you, you look at those caddies now and see those boys, how they swing a club. Yeah, for Sun City, and see how those boys, those caddies there, how they swing a club, how they help these so-called golfers that come there. This is what you must do. They correct you. You know what I'm saying?
Free lessons,
Where
basically.
have I learned most of my golf? With those chaps.
Yeah.
Both Simon, both Zach, both Tiger. Tiger that caddied for Nicky Price.
Yeah.
Simon that caddied for Ernie else. That used to caddy for me when I used to play in the tournament there at Sun City in the $1 million B division. And you would help me with my golf. Oh, Wabon.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, the talent is there, but we do not have the support that it requires to carry us through and see us through this journey.
And then just a quick one here, Brakeni. I think our audience is interested. I mean, you have mentioned your experiences, some of your experiences, but our listeners here are very curious to say, okay, for you, around which year did you start playing the sport? And since then, what are some of the most memorable golf courses that you've played?
Well, Fana, you know, I was privileged to work for a company which I'm not going to mention, which was then part of they were sponsoring the Sunshine Tour, which meant I was invited to just about every Pro-Am. The Joburg Open I've played since 2012 when it started. I think 2015. I've got one for 2013. I think 2013 I started, right?
Yeah.
I've played, there's a golf course in Japan, Shimoda, which I regard myself as really privileged that I've played.
Yeah.
I've played, put it this way, in South Africa, I've played in all the provinces.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
I've played Free State. I've played Gauteng. I've played Western Province. I've played Limpopo. Sun City, I've been going to Sun City, playing golf at Sun City since 1980. My eldest son is now, he was born 1981. When he turned 6 years old, I took him to Sun City where he met Gary Player and Wayne Player and Mark Player.
Yeah.
Those years, we were privileged to go in where the players go in. Nicky Price and those boys were on. So there's many courses that I've played and which have been wonderful courses. And I must tell you, we are blessed in South Africa because when I played in Japan, the guy was telling me that, do you know, people in Japan would hire a Learjet to go and play golf in Australia because in Japan itself, if you book, you may wait for 12 months before you get a game.
Jeez.
That's why you see these Japanese, South Africa.
They make it show.
They make it a point. They play Saturday, Sunday. They play. Go to Kailon in these places, you'll see them.
Yeah.
I've still got some of my ex-colleagues to Japan that would say to me, look, if only I could come back and just have one more round of golf.
Sure.
So we are blessed. Golf courses galore. And as you know, golf courses are not doing well these days. But now look at and just see how much you must pay for golf. That's the other thing also. Just to play a round of golf, it puts it beyond the
it's a luxury.
The means for Motowakoka golf.
Yeah.
Because of the fees that you have to pay. You must be able to at least have 400 rands on you to go and play a round of golf on a Saturday. That does not include what you're going to eat still and what you're going to have a few drinks or so.
Yeah.
So it shows you again that golf has not really reached the intended purpose that it was meant to be for us people.
Yeah.
And that's my conclusion, brother.
And then tell me, just a quick one, Brakeni. I mean, with regards to golf, obviously there's brands involved in the sport itself. If you were to compare then and now from a brand point of view, what's your take around that? Has there been an evolution in terms of the technology used around the clubs, the apparel, and also the market itself? How has it evolved?
Let me tell you, when it comes to the equipment, if I must look back, I don't know, have you heard the term persimmon? And I mean, I started playing golf. Now, my first decent clubs that I bought were Ping Ai ones. Those that will remember Ping Ai. And then there were, what were these? I've forgotten. At my age, bro, I can't still remember these things, but that was long ago. But if I compare the equipment today, for instance, I've got a driver that I bought 1999. It still works for me. I only changed the shaft. Yeah. But if you look at the other day, Coquitlam Vista was playing there, and then the guys from Callaway were displaying new putters, eh? Yeah. That putter cost 8,000 rands, but what a difference to what we used to. I mean, we started off with both goose putters and those things. No? Yeah. Both Scotty Cameron came in yesterday. Now you must see what they got now. You know what? You can actually feel it's not that clack. It's a nice soft, departure from the club base of that pattern. So when it comes to equipment, oh my God, there has been, I promise you, I tell you, it's been developed that I can't keep up anymore. If you look at the clubs now, a heel and toe balance club today, and you look at those, I had tour models way back if I look back, right? Yeah. If I compare that club with the club of today at Callaway, heel and toe balance, there's no comparison.
It's a huge difference. Yeah.
I don't know how Bobby Locke that played with those hoods. And by the way, there was a time when I was playing with that stuff that Gary Player introduced. It was called boron shafts. Yeah. It would look like wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And look how it developed. You had, now, if you look, now I'm still, for whatever it's worth, whoever's listening, if he's got those fat shafts,
they must keep them.
I will make him an offer. Because I think those are still the ones that suits me best. And then, but those are now outdated. There's new clubs now, graphites and what. We can't afford those. So now we must stick to what we've got.
Now tell me, Brakeni, before I let you go, I mean, you've actually mentioned that you've played throughout the entire country, right? So course layouts have changed over time, and I don't know what your take is on that. Are they now more appealing in terms of the layout, or do you still believe that they were in a better state when you started playing golf?
No, it depends on the layout of the golf course. Some places where there's lots of trees, obviously the rough catches you. Now you get some of these sophisticated golf courses where they will have you have the fairway, then you have the first cut, and you have second cut. And obviously after the second cut, when you go in there, you're going into the snake parks in most cases, right? Yeah. So, and then some again, where it's easy, then they penalize you with bunkers. It's either bunkers, fairway bunkers, or the bunkers alongside the greens are situated it's located in such a way that if you go for the green, chances are that you end up in the
bunker.
In the bunker, which means it depends on the layout of the course. Look, and some of these courses are long. If you look at Blair Ethel, for instance, I hate playing that course because you play it long. And I mean, I've had the privilege of playing course Spain City now, one of these Lani courses. Yeah. Those courses, it's not, you can't go and hit there just like you wish. Course management, by the way, for any golfer, my tip to him today is play within your strength.
Yeah.
Apply course management at all times.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to a driving range, he comes with a bucket of balls.
Yeah.
Then he hits like 90% of that bucket, he hits it with his driver. Now let me work it out for you. How many times do you use your driver in a game?
Yeah, roughly
it's
10 times.
Holes minus the short holes, which are 4, which means you are left with 14. And how often do you? So it means, strictly speaking, if you're not long, you use your driver 14 times.
Yeah.
Now I'm asking you, where lies the logic in playing a whole bucket, hitting your driver, whereas you should be playing your chipping, and your
putting.
Iron. I always say to them, 7-iron is a master iron, because that, if you master your 7-iron, then you know you groove your swing.
That's true.
Baban.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say this to whoever is listening and the guys that are keen on golf and wants to improve his golf. Practice, but practice with
caution.
An aim
Yeah.
of wanting to achieve something. You're going to practice to correct or to try something new. You don't try something new on the golf course, because what you must bear in mind, there are so many coaches among us amateurs.
Yeah.
If they see Mutua Sokola, then he wants to coach. In the meantime, he's not better than that man.
That's very true. That's very true, Brother Kenny.
I've always said because all my children played golf, I taught them at early age. I always said to them, if a man offers you advice on the golf course, you say to whoever, excuse me, sir, I appreciate your advice, but I would like to concentrate on what I have been taught.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. Wise words from you, Brakeni, and I just want to say I am honored to have you on the show once again. And then to let you go, just a quick one. Any particular course that you have in mind? Next course, next play?
Well, when you in the past, I was invited by, when you're in the know, you get invited and so on. And when your game is up to standard, Majita, they invite you.
Yeah.
These days, the invitations are very few, but I'm privileged that I still have a friend. He's a member called Glen Vista, and he's a businessman, but he sponsors quite a lot. So every time where he sponsors, we're playing.
Yeah.
I think he's told me we're playing Mahalis, I think, in the next week or so.
Oh, lovely.
And then obviously Royal Johannesburg and Kensington. I've got somebody that invites me there. And Johannesburg Country Club. So I'm really privileged in the sense that I've built up a network.
Yeah.
And I do get the surprise. I go by invitation now. But if I pay, then I will go where I can afford to play. Just to tell you, I played Saturday, I played another goat track, which I won't go there in a hurry. I think you know what I'm talking about.
No, I fully understand.
Not for now.
Yeah.
I'd rather play a bit so that I enjoy myself.
No,
because the golf course must be challenging to me. I must be able to apply my course management in order to overcome that course.
And better yourself in the process instead of trying to survive.
No. At this stage, when I was still, Kenny, I was a 7.
Yeah.
Now I'm a 14.2 index. So I don't play to improve. I play to enjoy and to hope I lost the whole game.
No.
Because right there, when I get to the 13th hole, then I feel I've had enough now.
Yeah.
Because the old bones doesn't allow it anymore.
Thank you so much, Brakeni. And I will definitely invite you for a decent round of golf, not on a good track, on a proper course. And I believe that we will have a lot of fun. And hopefully when you get to the 13th, you'd want another 18. That's how good it will be.
From your mouth to God's ears. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Brakeni.
All right, Shab.
Have a great evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. That was our guest for today. That's Mr. Kenneth Patson, and he is a seasoned golfer. He's seen it all in the golfing fraternity in South Africa. As he mentioned, that he has met some of the celebrity golfers, and he's engaged with them. He has played with some of them, even the caddies, like he said. There's a lot of coaches on the golf course, but stick to your game and go to the driving range to improve on what you've been struggling with. Please, 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 I plead with you. Stay away from hitting driver the whole day, ladies and gentlemen. Once you've figured out your swing and you fixed it, you don't need to even hit that driver more than 14 times on the driving range. So, yeah, I'm quite honored to still have the privilege of chatting to the likes of Mr. Patson, Kimita Brakeni, because he, you know what they say, kuka yo tandayo. So it means that you only get old when you want to be old. He's still young at heart, and I can tell you he is a decent golfer. I played with him on Saturday, and he taught me a good lesson. He gave me a good hiding. So it was quite nice to play with a senior individual who's got so much wisdom. And to be quite honest, he is helping me with my golf, and I'm improving slowly but surely. So I look forward to engaging with more of our seasoned golfers this year, particularly because I believe that I, for one, can learn a lot, and my audience as well can learn a lot. Please do remember that if your brother, your sister, your friend is not playing golf, this is the year for you to get them addicted. And I want to see a lot of addicts on the golf course. I will be playing a lot of golf this year, and I want to get into competitions this year because this is the year to make it, not to break it. So happy 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in once again. We are back every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. It's your boy, the one and only magician, Tony Tone, signing out. The Magician.
This is the evolution of golf, a journey where every swing tells a story and every putt holds the promise of triumph. As the sun sets on one round, the dawn of the next chapter awaits. Golf, a game that has evolved through time, yet its spirit remains eternally bound to the pursuit of greatness.
Welcome to Golf Radio.